you remember when the Civil War was being fought?
Well, I can't remember much about it, but I remember this much. When Mr. Bethany was gone a long time, you know, and the old master didn't tell you, it was free.
He didn't tell you that?
No, he didn't tell. They waited, I think now they said they waited them 6 months after that. 6 months. And turned them loose on the 19th of June. That's why, you celebrate that day. Colored folks celebrate that day.
On June 19, 1865, a group of enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, learned that they had been set free from the institution of slavery. This was nearly 2.5 years after President Abraham Lincoln had signed the Emancipation Proclamation, but the Civil War was still raging then. It wasn't until a little over 2 months after the war had even ended that Union Major General Gordon Granger was sent to Texas, where he set up quarters in Galveston and issued General Order No. 3, stating that the enslaved were now, at long last, free. As you might imagine, General Order No. 3 had a powerful effect. As scholar Annette Gordon-Reed has written, that sense of promise spread across the state. Black Texans were determined, despite the early intimidating anger of whites, to celebrate what was initially called Emancipation Day. Over time, Juneteenth celebrations would ebb and flow. The last 40 years, however, has seen Juneteenth blossom to where 45 states now recognize it as a holiday or observance, and there's momentum to make it a national holiday. Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm an advisory specialist librarian here at the Skokie Public Library. I'm excited to share with you some of the great online sources where you can learn and explore more about Juneteenth. As always, I want to bring your attention right away to one of my favorite online resources, the Library of Congress. Here you can find thousands of papers, recordings, and photographs in the library's collection that document Juneteenth and the aftermath of slavery by the people who endured it. I highly recommend the Library of Congress's collection, Born in Slavery, Slave Narratives from the Federal Writers Project, 1936 to 1938. This amazing collection, compiled largely in 1937 and early 1938, includes more than 2,300 first-person accounts and more than 500 black and white portraits of formerly enslaved people. Next, I want to show you the great resources the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture has gathered for their Juneteenth, a Celebration of Resilience page. Here you'll find an amazing collection of Juneteenth resources. There are videos, photographs, recipes, songs, and a link to the museum's vital collection of records from the Freedmen's Bureau. This was created by Congress in 1865 to assist in the political and social reconstruction of post-war Southern states, and to help formerly enslaved people make the transition from slavery to freedom and citizenship. These are invaluable records that allow us to explore some of the earliest records detailing people who were formerly enslaved, and give us a sense of their voices and dreams. The museum also worked in collaboration with Google Arts and Culture last year on a virtual exhibit exploring the historical legacy of Juneteenth. This offers a really nice primer on Juneteenth, and it's beautifully presented. I especially like the high resolution of the artworks and photographs that you can find here. The always engaging Public Domain Review, which is an online journal and non-for-profit project dedicated to the exploration of curious and compelling works from the history of art, literature, and ideas, has a page dedicated to some of the earliest known photographs of Juneteenth celebrations. I really like that the Public Domain Review always offers links to their sources. So here, for example, you can see that many of the photographs they've aggregated were actually culled from the Houston Public Library's digital archive, a reminder of the rich history found in our nation's public institutions, waiting to be rediscovered and celebrated anew. Lastly, communities across the United States are looking forward to celebrating Juneteenth. The Skokie Public Library, in collaboration with the Village of Skokie Park District and other organizations, is happy to be joining the community to reflect and celebrate Juneteenth. How will you celebrate? How will you reflect? What will you learn? Thanks for watching, and see you next time.